Clint Brown here. I just got done reading Brian Tracy's article, 5 Questions for Setting Priorities, and it's got some great content. It's really so many pieces of great information in one. But something that really jumped out at me was planning for the future and how we all have kind of back burner mindset about what's going to happen in the future and what we're going to be doing and what that's going to look like. We're either going to have a new house or a new boat or more kids or kids out of the house or whatever that is. And I think that we don't reverse engineer enough from the future. It doesn't just, the future does just happen, but us reaching our goals doesn't just happen by accident. It happens through careful planning. And the article goes into talking about how it's really the first 20% of every project that really make it happen, and the last 80% just seem to fall in place once you get the first 20% done. Recently I'm just painting my kids' rooms, and the critical part was to get everything out of the room. And then painting the room was a snap. It wasn't the painting the room that was hard, it was getting all the stuff out. And everything else kind of just fell in line after that. And so think about, what you want in your future and what that's going to look like. Project out 5 or 7 years where it's out there just kind of where you could just barely feel it out in the future. And play the game, what if? What if it looked like I wanted it to? I've got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old in the house, and they're constantly dreaming about what they're going to be in the future and what that's going to look like. My 3-year-old son decided he's going to be a horse in the future. I told him, great goal. We're all going to make a lot of money if you turn into a horse in the future. This could be really good. It'll be a fun family story, and he just rolls with it. He's 3. It's in his mind. It's possible. You could grow up and be a horse. Last week you want to be a fireman. My daughter has stuck to it from day one that she's going to be a pediatrician. Never varied from that. But they got these goals, and it's totally possible in their mind. And when we become an adult, we just push those aside and say, we're just kind of stuck here in reality. What's it going to be like? That's just not true, Dream. Put that up on a board somewhere and say, okay, someday I want to be a fireman. What's that look like? I've always wanted to be a pilot. And it's one of those things that I don't want to be 70 and say, I always wanted to be a pilot. I know what it takes now to become a pilot. I've done the research. I know how many hours. I know what I got to do, the requirements and the licensing and the money. And then I reverse engineer and say, okay, what can I do today that's going to get me there in a couple of years? And I know those things, and it'll happen. So think about that for you. What are your goals? I really like this article. I'll put a link so you can check it out. Hope it challenges you as much as it challenged me. Thanks.